Hello everyone, what's up? It's Trigger here, of course, and today I'm just gonna say I'm sorry I've been gone for so long, and it's time for me to come back. So now I'm gonna get back into uploading regularly, at least a video every week. So yeah, you guys can expect that. So what I want to talk about this video is we're gonna be talking about FallZ. Now, I haven't really released a lot of information on FallZ, but there is a forum up that I've been releasing constant information on what we have and what we don't have and what we want to have. So obviously, let me just give you a breakdown on what FallZ is. FallZ is a server that's inspired from DayZ, MineZ, and Fallout, aka FallZ. It was kind of a troll name at first, but we ended up actually going through with it, so we ended up actually using it, so that's going to be the actual name. FallZ has a lot done already. I've been spending a lot of the time working on the mobs and the loot tables. The loot tables were done a while ago, and the mobs, I've been working on balancing out some of the buildings now so you can escape rather than being trapped from zombies. Now that does mean that there is thirst, so that means there is no levels and stuff like that. There is going to be guns in it, which I do have a simple example I'm going to be showing you guys that does not require mods, so you can just log into the server and play. However, the guns will be buyable from a marketplace, and yeah, there's just so much to talk about. I don't really want to go into further detail about it, so we'll go and log into the server. Right now I'm just hosting it locally on my own computer until we can get it set up and running. So also, by the way, if you guys have any ideas of any other good server hosts that you've used before and had good experiences with them, please leave comments of them too, because I would love to see what kind of hosts that you guys have used in the past, because I had a very bad experience with trying to host an alpha for this with the server provider because their server was terrible. Their server lagged with 1 gig of RAM, and I ran it on my computer with 1 gig of RAM with no problem, with about 7 people on the server, with just a private test with me and my team. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. So let's go ahead and talk about the spawn here. Spawn is obviously heavily inspired from MineZ. You can go ahead and start by spawning here. You don't type any commands, you can just right-click assign. Eventually there will be a tutorial video going over every aspect of the video, or of the server when it's actually fully done and out. So, down the other end, there's a really cool little Z thingy for, yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's done by one of the team members. Now there's tons of stuff here on the walls that's going to tell you about what you can do and, you know, what you shouldn't do and how to survive, honestly. Now there is looting. There's 3 types of loots. There is, obviously inspired from DayZ, we have industrial spawns, residential spawns, and military spawns. These 3 spawns can be broken down into low to high classes, and there is some special spawns as well for hospitals, because there's only one hospital on the map, which those have healing potions. Unlike MineZ, you do get your health back when you get full hunger, but that is not a bad thing, because hunger is somewhat of a hard thing to control in this. You have to scavenge often. So we're going to go and spawn up, and this is one of the guns. Now when you log into the server, you're going to have to go ahead and hit the OK button on the custom texture pack. Now keep in mind, this won't save it to your computer either. At least I'm pretty sure anyways. I don't know how that works, so you don't have to worry about any viruses or anything like that, but all it does is it just changes some of the icons of the unused, in quote, things in Minecraft. Now, in this case, this is a Barrett, which is just a simple derp gun, just to tell you guys. It's just going to help me not die in the beginning, so yeah, let's go on and actually get started. So you will be able to get guns, and there will be lots of guns. Now that does not require a mod. The texture pack will change them to actually look like a gun. So of course, if you don't get it, then you're going to have random items that aren't actually guns, but don't look like it. So yeah, just make sure you guys do that. So obviously, zombies are already spawning. At nighttime, zombies are extremely full retard. That is the only way to describe them. They're full retard, so they can't really do much. I'm gonna go and take this guy out. Now this sniper does have night vision on it, which is really rigged at one-shot zombies, which is OP. Zombies do a ton of damage. Let me on-God mode myself as well. There we go. And as you can see, we start off with a bottle, a cookie, and not a Barrett. I actually just gave that to myself so I could start off with that. Just to demonstrate. So, some of the random loot. This is a kind of residential building looking place, so unfortunately we didn't get any loot from that chest. That is very possible, so we'll go and move on to the next chest. This is the small town of Dust. You can find some moderate spawn rates here. More than likely low in industrial spawns, residential, yeah, stuff like that. Oh, I hear a zombie. Sounds like someone wants to kill me. So yeah, as I was, ow, okay, yeah, that zombie did a lot of damage. So, As you can see, the zombies do a lot of damage because they're supposed to, so you obviously got to get more rigged. There will be different variants of mobs later on in the game as well, that will have special abilities and whatnot. A leather cap, which is not bad for a residential spawn. It's better than not having anything, but I don't think this will actually reduce any damage. So let's go on and move on to a more military area. So yeah, let's go on and move on there. So obviously the loot spawns work. They will restock on their own. I think it depends on who's nearby. There's a little bit of stuff on it. There's timers and whatnot. It has to do with a player opening it, and then yeah. Long story. Yeah, so during the day, zombies become very fast and they sprint towards you. During the night, they're kind of retarded until you get close to them. Then they'll start to jolt at you like that. It gets a little crazy. I'm going to use my rigged sniper here so I don't die. Now, of course, this isn't going to be in the actual game, but there's going to be a lot going on. There's also a command where you can go back to the marketplace, which I will show that off once we get some flint, which is the caps, basically, which will be retextured to actually look like a cap. Now, this is kind of a police station, kind of mall, not like a mall, but kind of like a shop kind of thing anyways. But anyway, it's got some military spawns up here, which this is a very good military spawn. I haven't seen one of these in a while out of all the testing I've done, and that one has nothing in it. So let's go and remove that. So now I've got some leather caps for my buddy. If I were to have one with me, I could give it to him and, you know, actually not have him die so instantly. So yeah, let's go and move on. Okay, so another thing to mention that there is buttons, so of course you can get buttons, but the kind of like swing to it is that you can't get buttons unless you get into the sewer systems, which are very dangerous. They also require ladders to get into. Let me go and turn up the sound here. Alright, so let's go and use this new sword that we got. Nope, that zombie lost his attention in me. I managed to lose him pretty quickly because it's nighttime. Okay, let's move on. So yeah, every city has sewers in it, and, well, they have the only button spawns in them. So you have to go in the sewers, which are, like I said again, very dangerous. They're kind of safer to go in at night because the spawns kind of get thinned out, because they get spread out everywhere instead of just being compacted into the city. But yeah, let me go and show you guys. Actually, let's go see if we can search some industrial spawns like this power plant here to see if we can. We got some we got sticks and a clock. Which sticks are important because you're going to use those to make ladders, and you're going to use those ladders to put them down to get into the sewer system, or to get out of them anyways, or to get up higher into skyscrapers, which will have valuable loot, such as that one right there. The higher you go up, the better the loot you'll get. At least that's the idea anyways. That doesn't mean that it's always going to be like that. Now, there is very dangerous holes in the ground like this, which are not going to be very tasteful for people who don't like 1x2 holes. Now, those are put there purposely, so if you fall in one of those, you're going to need someone to help you get out, which is going to suck for you, because they're more than likely just going to kill you, so, yeah. So, yeah, I'm not going to search residential places anyways. I'm going to go search more industrial places. Kind of want to find flint, which, actually, flint spawns everywhere, but industrial places I have found them a little more commonly. I haven't worked on the loot spawns in a while, so, yeah, right now it's been all about the mobs. And there we go, I got some flint and some building materials. Now, one thing that MineZ was lacking was base building, and the fact that you couldn't get a chest. Now, in this, you can get blocks. You can get wooden blocks, and then you can get stone blocks, and in the near future, you'll be able to get quartz, which will use that to make more secured bases. But right now, it's just stone slabs and wood slabs. Wood slabs will break to zombies, and then stone slabs won't. They're reinforced in quotes. We have to find building areas, though, in order to build. However, I can build wherever I want. I've already tested this out and stuff, but I can build wherever I want because I'm an OP. So yeah, as you can see, my food is already dropping down pretty low. Now, in the case if this was multiplayer, I could actually go /warp, marketplace, and then since I'm admin, I automatically get teleported to the marketplace, but there is a 10-second cooldown for normal players. When you go here, this is just kind of a normal area. You'll be able to... Actually, I'm going to probably break this down real quick. Let me open this up, because this garage door is actually going to be expanded. Now, if this is familiar to you, you'll know where this is from. This is from the beginning area, but before it was blown up. So, just kind of a little cool thing. And if we go down into here, this is where all the marketplace stuff is going to be going on at. Now, the marketplace is obviously going to be right here, where you can actually go and sell stuff. You can sell your iron ingots, gold ingots, emeralds, and of course feathers, a bowl, and bread, coal, and flint. All of these are miscellaneous items. Now flint is supposed to be in-game caps. It's kind of be the in-game currency. So now if I go ahead and right-click on this, I can go ahead and sell my flint for 1 cap. And there we go, for 1 cap. Let's go and see our money. I think it's slash money, maybe? I don't even remember. I have that is not it. Econ, maybe? Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Never mind. So yeah, that's how that works. Pretty simple. So yeah, it's caps. You got the physical money. Now there will be other modules in quotes added into this kind of vault area later on. Now there's going to be, of course, VIP features for people, and then there's going to be more parts that'll open up here. Now, when you need to go back to where you left off, you, however, won't be able to log off in this area because you need to go ahead and go back to where you last returned, or you'll have to go back to the spawn, which is you don't want to do that because you're just going to get mauled by a bunch of noobs. Now, if I needed food, I could trade someone, like my piece of coal here, for food, and then they could give me that, maybe. I could also find a furnace and cook my food if I do happen to find some. So let's go on and go to a restaurant and some residential areas now so I can actually find some food. Because I do not want to die just yet. Definitely don't want to go there. I don't like the rain, not during a video. I'm going to turn that off, unfortunately for the world. Still nothing. So yeah, the sticks are pretty vital. You're going to need those. In base building, as I was saying earlier, I want to demonstrate that. So let me just find some food first, and then I'm going to demonstrate that to you guys. Okay, so there we go. I got some good amount of food from there. Now this game is going to be a little more interactive. You will be able to use the environment, so you will have to camp. You can camp areas in quotes that have furnaces and loot spawns too, occasionally. So I'm actually going to go and cook some of this. I'm going to use my sticks because I need to make torches because you can actually place torches for your base. Some of the base blocks is every has slab you can use. This includes all the wood slabs, which all are breakable by zombies. Then you have stone slabs, which are not breakable by zombies. And that was a huge waste. Let me go and throw the piece of coal in there, I guess. So yeah, you will be able to get chests. However, people will be able to break into those chests, so you're going to need to join a faction. Factions will have a very low power amount, so if you die, you'll be losing a good amount, and you don't want to lose that good amount, because if your power level drops below, then people will be able to claim your land and they'll be able to get access to your chest. However, people in your own faction can open the chest and steal from you, so that's kind of up to you to pick your friends in your faction. Now, of course, that is a plugin if everyone's not sure of that. It's called, I think it's like Factions. I don't even know. It's pretty broad faction plugin. I actually like that plugin. It's very nice. And the zombies are just mauling the doors. I'm going to turn on my sound until they decide not to like the doors. I'm seeing if I can get some sort of plugin to turn off the zombies bashing on the doors. That's quite annoying. So, now I'm going to eat, and then we're going to go to a new military area and a building area that I know of. There is going to be more building areas, and you will be able to get books that will tell you the locations of building areas. There will be building areas out in the middle of nowhere, and that's a poor zombie right there. He's not liking his life. Let's go over here. Okay, so, 2 flint, so I got another 2 caps. I could transfer into money. So yeah. Some other things to talk about, I guess. Now, the loot spawns, obviously military spawns, the farther north you go in the city, or of the state, the better loot you're going to get. Especially, you're going to need to get buttons to get the best loot, which right now there is no diamond armor. I believe there is a very small chance of getting a diamond sword. That is just about it. So, 2 caps. Let's go see. Nothing else. Alright, let me shut this door before that zombie gets in. Alright, so let me go in and show you guys something. Now, if you notice in the chat here, it says building is enabled in this area. That means now I can place blocks here, and there we go. So I can actually place blocks and whatnot, and I could do whatever I want. If I had a chest, I could board up an area and actually have my own player chest. Now, this means, though, that players can still break them. So that's kind of up to you to take care of. You know, you're going to have to keep watch on your place and whatnot, so... of course, unless you have it claimed, which in order to get a faction, you're going to have to get a certain amount of caps before you can actually buy it. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a zombie's attention here. Let's go ahead and, actually here, I'll just spawn one. How's that sound? Let's go and spawn ourselves a zombie. Spawn mob zombie. Okay, let's shut the door on him. Oh, he broke through the door. Probably going to die. And I died. God dang it. Alright, let's go back. Unfortunately, oh, as you can see though, he did break down the thingamaboob, which is very good, and I'm going to die again, unless I shoot. There we go. Okay. That was a very bad experience. But yeah, as you can see, the zombie broke that piece of wood down. I didn't break that. I'm not in creative or anything. Now, we're going to go ahead and not die this time, but I'm going to switch to creative to break this to save time, of course. You will be able to get tools to help break those faster. And I'm going to give myself some slabs that zombies can't break. So let's go and do that. Let's find some. Right here, we'll go ahead and get cobblestone slabs because they're more common. So let's go ahead and set those up. And I'm going to go ahead and spawn a zombie right outside the door again, and he's going to make his attempt to come at me. Hopefully, if he's not stupid. Oh, or he's going to come in the back door. I forgot about that. Go block those up. And block that up. So now this is a secure area. The zombie cannot actually get to me. I'm going to go and reveal myself to him. Oh, he's going to probably kill me again. God dang it. There we go. Alright. Takes care of that. Okay, let's spawn him right there. Okay. Now, of course, when they get close to you, they will lunge at you. So, go and open that up. The zombie's gonna try and find the best way to get to me, but he's not gonna have a way to get to me. So let's open this up. Open the doors up for him. And as you can see, he can't break these blocks. So these blocks are a little more harder to get in industrial spawns, but you can get them. It's actually half the rate of wooden blocks. So if you do get them, cheers to you. Or you could, of course, buy them from someone at the marketplace. Totally up to you. So let's go and remove this for some other person to inhabitate, I guess, whenever the server is actually up. So let's go ahead and go somewhere else. Let's go ahead and close this door and exit creative mode. Obviously, I'm not playing legitly because, you know, I've been cheating the entire time, but this is more of a demonstration video rather than a tutorial video or actual gameplay. Now, however, if you ever played the Fallout map, you'll know that there's vaults in them. You cannot access any of the vaults yet, nor can you access the coal mine or the iron mine. Those will be done later on because you have to get buttons for those. So, yeah. There's also a couple areas. Any area that has a wooden door you can obviously go into. That's why all the iron doors on the fridges were replaced with wood doors, because I had to mass replace them with iron doors using MC Edit. So, it's kind of one thing we had to lose in order for the server. So, everything's good. So, we're going to be going up here to a high-grade military base. Now, however, for now, when the server's out, I don't believe you will be able to buy, or won't be able to loot weapons. You'll probably have to end up buying them from the marketplace, or there'll be a gun shop or something like that. So, yeah, that's how that's going to work out. So, you won't be able to just loot them and get them immediately. And there also might be grades of weapons. So, there might be the same weapon, but there might be a different grade of it. So you might be able to get a grade F, which would be the lowest grade of weaponry. A grade F sniper, which is, it has very poor qualities of a sniper, but it's still a sniper. Kind of like a hunting rifle or something, whatever you want to consider. So this is kind of a nice military base. Now I believe you can build in this military base, which is why this is going to be a very key place to factions. Factions are going to try and fight over these key areas. And since factions members can only break each other's blocks, that means that these faction members are going to... Actually, now, I don't want to die now. Alright, there we go. So yeah, faction members are, like I said, are going to fight over these key areas, which, of course, only allied, or only people in your faction can break your block, so they can actually lock this place down. Now, the balance to this area is that there's actually a spawner, so I'm going to need to make myself a torch, which I used my piece of coal, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and go up here, check this chest, nothing there. Gotta keep my screen facing that way. Okay, looks like I'm getting a lot of the same stuff, unfortunately for me, but whatever. Loot is loot. I guess now... Oh, I'm probably not going to die. There we go. Just go and heal myself, and then we're going to go to, I don't know. Actually, what else do I want to demonstrate why I'm here? So yeah, this is still kind of not exactly the best kind of military spawns, but this is probably the second best place to go. There's that very large military base in the north, and then there's the sub-pens, which have the rarest spawns in them, which includes diamond swords. So yeah, this is one of the only military areas you can actually camp. You can't camp any other areas, so this is going to be a pretty key place for factions to fight over. Now, every town, like that little one that we passed up, you can build in Dust, which is not really going to be a good town to build in because of it's kind of a noob area, so noobs can spawn there. We'll go and see if I can find another area that people can build in. I do believe they may or may not be able to build up here. I'm not very sure if I made this an area or not, but it will be an area later on because it's kind of a nice area. Let's see. Building is enabled in this area, so yeah. You can build in this area, and as you leave areas, it's going to tell you if you can or cannot build somewhere. So, it's pretty simple. I'm going to go ahead and take us to another town, which you will be able to take over, or, you know, whatever you want to do at it. Now, animals and stuff, there is going to be no animals. Like I said, there will be different mobs. It's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, there's a lot of areas in the map that aren't fully enabled yet. The industrial sector is one of the places that I did do because there's tons of industrial spawns in there. However, they do require buttons, so again, you got to go in this dangerous sewer systems to get them. So yeah, daytime's about to come up, so I could demonstrate how rigged the zombie site is during the day and how much faster they move. So we'll go and do that. Oh, another thing to mention too about the day and night cycle is that the day is only 10 minutes long, and then the night cycle is 30 minutes long. That is because zombies are better in the day, so I'm coming to balance it out because during the night they're full retard. Here's one of the bigger military bases, so obviously this is going to have a ton of spawns in it. So this is one of the better ones. And then over here's a sub-pen, which is where the high value spawns are at. So yeah, that's kind of how that works. Now, when the server updates, we're going to have map updates and server updates in quotes. When you get server updates, you're going to have more things towards kind of like balance changes, like maybe changing the spawning of zombies or the loots. And then you'll get map changes where stuff is actually added, and then maybe you'll get both. That's how that's going to work. It's probably going to update 3 times a week, random times, and then the change log will be listed and stuff. And so we got flint and steel again. Now the flint and steel, I'm not going to say what that's for just yet because it's kind of undetermined at the moment. So as you can see, the building's enabled in this little town here, so I can build in this town as well. So again, people could actually take this area over, get their own chest, and put it inside one of the uninhabited buildings, perhaps, without a chest in it, maybe. And then they could block off the area and actually have a fully working town. And then factions will be able to get the ability to fight over the very rare weapon. It's going to be the ion cannon. Now, the ion cannon can be charged up by getting diamond blocks, which are uber rare, but you can fight over them, and then server message will pop up and tell you where they're at, the coordinates, so factions will go there to fight over it. Now, of course, these factions will be able to charge up this ion cannon. The more diamond blocks they put into it, the more the bigger the ion and the more destructive the ion cannon will be. Now, this is an endgame feature. This is when the server is maybe going to have a map update or something soon, and all the bases are going to get rolled back and whatnot. So the entire area is going to get vaporized by a huge ion cannon blast. Which, if you've ever played Command & Conquer 3 or any other of the Command & Conquers where they have the ion cannon or any variation of it, where it's very destructive. And when I say destructive, I mean probably crash your computer destructive. So yeah. Another thing too to work on is I'm trying to get some sort of system of radiation. I did have radiation before for snow, so the snowy areas were radiated, but I'm going to have some sort of system to where you have to have a gold suit in order to get in order to actually go in this area. This area is going to be kind of a balance area. So instead of you seeing players running around with iron armor and whatnot, which is kind of rare still, in this area, you're going to be seeing more skillful players running around with gold armor. Gold armor is, in quotes, the hazmat suit, which is what you're going to use to, you know, get into the snow area because it's going to be dangerous to you. So that means there's going to be more combat based towards your weaponry. Yeah, so guns is going to be another big thing in there as well. So yeah, this area is going to be pretty dangerous. The hospital has its own spawns in it, which that thing is like a maze, so there's tons of spawns in there for health potions and whatnot. Totally up to you guys to go in there and figure it out. Now, I'm trying to take us somewhere. Let me go and get myself a compass. Here, let me just search it. It's easier this way. Comp. There we go. Now, I'm pretty sure if I get the compass and I just, there we go. Okay, that's faster. Now, here's another town you can build in. Now, all the small towns on the map you can build at. That's something implemented in at the moment. And there's the ion control tower, or center, which is not fully operatable, but it will be at one point later on in the server. And then this is the nuclear power plant. Now, you can already guess what you have to get here. You have to get a button in order to get in. And then when you do get a button, you'll be able to come inside here. And you will, I don't really know why that's there. Oh, probably because it was on the iron door at one point. And once you get that button, you'll be able to come up into this room. And in this room, there's some hazmat spawns. Now, the chances of actually getting a hazmat suit in here are pretty low, as you can see. So, let's go ahead and check this. Let's see what this is. Targeting a chest. Of course I must be targeting a chest. So, this is a military medium. Let's go ahead and see what this one is. Military low. And I'm assuming this is the hazmat one. Hazmat high spawn. So if we go ahead and open this up, I'm going to go and restock this one a couple times until we actually get it. Like I said, it's a very high spawn, or very low spawn rate because it is in such a bad area that you have to actually take it to, which it probably will be amped. And there's a blaze rod, which the blaze rod was going to be used as a Geiger counter, so you actually be able to test out areas and see if they're actually radioactive or dangerous or whatnot. Still are not getting any luck with this spawn, are we? No, does not look like... Well, we did get the Geiger counter, so that only spawns at hazmat high areas. And we got the Geiger counter again. And again, but we're just not getting the hazmat suit, unfortunately. Would be really cool to see that. Well, whatever. So yeah, this is a military high spawn, military medium, military low, but yeah. So, you guys kind of see how that works. The cities, obviously, are going to be very big hot zones for players because it's kind of the risk and reward feature, kind of like DayZ, where you go in the attitude with you have nothing to lose, so you might as well go into it. Does this even work? It doesn't even look like it. It looks like it should, but it doesn't. Let's go and... Oh. Looks like I lagged the server out. Or something. Who knows? Type something. No, I didn't lag out the server. Whatever. Also, you'll be talking in local chat. I'm working on some sort of radio system. I don't know why that's so buggy. I'll have to fix that. I don't know why it's... you will have to get some sort of radio system to where you can actually talk to other people. You will have to loot this. You don't start with it like you do in MineZ, which is retarded. I don't understand why they did that. But you will be able to loot those, and you will be able to actually get in the channels and actually talk to people. As you can see, this L means I'm in local chat. So yeah, so that's the talk about FallZ. If you guys would like to see this actually come about, please let me know, and I would be thrilled to see what you guys want. Leave any ideas you guys got. I'm very interested in seeing what everyone has. And then, of course, if you guys want more videos, and what is that doing there? If you want more videos kind of going over the FallZ, I'll be glad to do another update video shortly. Again, I am going to be doing videos again, so I hope you guys enjoy that. As usual, please rate and subscribe, guys, and I will talk to you guys later and hope to see you in the next video. See you around.